afternoon, everyone. So excited to be here. It's exciting to be in a community of builders, where you don't just predict the future, you actually build it. So this talk is touching a little bit of science fiction, you'd say, because we're using lasers to defeat drones. Drones have been the zeitgeist of the last couple of years, sadly, and traditional defenses don't really work anymore. So a great group of people got together to really solve it once and for all. I'm blessed to have an awesome team. My co-founder, Scott, has been building laser companies for the past 20 years. And we also have Secretary Braithwaite on the team, who was Secretary of the US Navy, number 77, and former ambassador to Norway. And I'm myself an MIT-trained roboticist. I was early at Palantir, also working on national defense programs. So let me talk to you about the problem. The biggest issue that we've seen in the last couple of years is that asymmetry of a $1,000 drone that can pause operations at an airport and threaten critical infrastructure. And traditional methods of dealing with this threat don't really work anymore. Because in the past, you used to use electromagnetic methods of shutting the drone down, but today, with fiber optic drones, they don't really work anymore. And if you're talking about an airport in a city, you probably don't want to use systems such as, a Stinger intercept or machine gun. So we believe that the right approach here is using novel physics. So we are using lasers. And a laser that we have can defeat a drone from a kilometer away in under 1 second, and it's costing us less than 1 cent. It's almost magical. The opportunity for the company is huge. We've all seen airport shutdowns over the last few months. It's really unfortunate. So the market is exploding. The market opportunity for us specifically that we're focusing on is critical infrastructure. Right? There are lots of other parts that we'll address later. And even though we've only started business development in May of this year, we've got great traction with governments globally and major primes, and have early revenue. Well, this is the fun part. So what is laser armor? A laser armor is a system that can defeat a drone, just like this one, in under 1 second from a kilometer away. What's interesting is this picture is from here in Helsinki. I'll tell you a bit more about this shortly, but we're truly a joint venture between the United States and Finland. So let me dive a little bit deeper into how the technology actually works. We work with existing radars that give us roughly where the drone is, and then it's called course tracking. And then we fine-tune on where the drone is specifically using EO, IR, so basically cameras and telescopes to zoom in so the operator can confirm whether this is a friendly drone, maybe a delivery drone from Amazon, or somebody's trying to disrupt operations at an airport, for example, or a power plant. AI helps us classify the target as well. So human and machine are working together. We call it augmented intelligence. And then if this is not the drone that should be there, you just shoot it with a laser beam, and it takes less than a second to melt the plastic and disrupt operations, because none of these were meant to withstand the heat of an industrial laser. And finally, we can report it back to the security systems, to the command and control systems, similar to FAD, if anybody's familiar with it. So if we dive into the technology, we actually have an AI co-pilot that helps deal with complicated situations such as swarms. Because imagine you're an operator and you're overwhelmed, and you're looking at potentially 50 drones in front of you. What is the sequence? Some of them could be friendly, some of them are not. So what we do, we've partnered with NVIDIA, and we're running simulations, thousands and thousands of simulations of drone strikes on specific facilities where we digitize and come up with an action and response that we suggest to the operator through reinforcement learning. It is very similar how you would train a solver for chess or game of Go. It's very, very similar technology. And NVIDIA has been really helpful, and this is why we're part of the NVIDIA Inception program. We are, as I mentioned, truly a US-Finnish joint venture. So here in Finland, we have our R&D center, and we actually bought an old farm very close to here, only 40-minute drive. You're welcome to visit. And it's 70 acres, and we shoot drones there every day because we're trying different types of drones, different types of situations, high, low, swarming. So our laser is safely set up there so we can do the testing, including laser and radars, etc. We also are present in the United States. We have our office in Orlando, a UCF research park. This is really the Space Coast and the laser kind of hub for the United States. Much of the laser research is being done. And we're currently speaking with several states in the United States to set up manufacturing for the North American market. Where would I like to leave you with? It's a huge problem, and I think this problem has been bugging us for the past couple of years, all of us. And this is why the novelty of the situation, right? The novelty of this asymmetry that we're trying to flip with the lasers. Because truly, if you think about this, the elegance of the laser is just pure light. There's no side effect. It's quiet. It's silent. There's no sound. It defeats the drone in a second. There's no side effect. There's no explosion. It's a clean kill, and we can time it to drop it over an area where there are no people, there are no planes, because we're using AI to help us optimize when we actually engage. We're proud to be backed by an amazing venture community player here, Lifeline Ventures, and we're also backed by Scout Ventures in Austin, Texas. So we really think we found a solution to the problem. And if you're curious about what we're building, if you want to join the team, if you're curious about partnering on sensing, on artificial intelligence, if you're interested in investing, please come find us, because we do think this is something that will help us with the drone problem today. So thank you very much, and please come talk to us after.